Okay, so our trellis is free. Now it's time to try and start weaving this big mess of tomatoes into the trellis. So what I would say that the most difficult thing about this is you sort of need to do it in a bit of an order, because the plants that are on the top will need to be lifted up first, otherwise it's just going to be much more difficult. So it's kind of like pick up sticks. So you literally will search the pile to try and find the ones that are laying on the top, and those will be the easiest ones to weave in. So if I look over here and I see this stem here, now this is a huge sucker right there, but my trellis is open. So that's the first lucky sucker that's going to make it into the onto the garden trellis. So I'm going to just follow it down. I'm going to lift it up carefully, making sure that there are no other branches on top of it that I'm going to be hurting or damaging. What you have to do is, if you try and just hold on to the tip of the stem and start to weave it in, it's going to be impossible. So what you need to do is pinch the top section together, make like a bit of a bunch, and then starting not too high up, you come in kind of a little bit lower down and work it through. Same thing here with this leaf. I'm going to want to squeeze it in and get it right through the trellis. Same thing with this guy here, through that same hole, and now I can sort of pick it up. Again, if you feel any kind of resistance, just carefully getting it through the hole. And now I'm going to go around to the other side. Thankfully on this garden I am able to go into the other side. Sometimes you have to like get into the garden and step on that back branch, but we always like to try and keep a good foot or two in behind so that we can access. And here I have lots more space as long as I don't fall into the hole. So again, taking this guy, we want to try and get it as straight as possible. I'm going to come back. I'm going to go back through. I'm going to go back through here actually. So already it's starting to hold itself in place. Here, around, sorry, can't actually see what I'm doing. So you just kind of weave it around the mesh, and now we have one that is standing up nicely. So here you can see we have another sucker that's it's got nowhere to go. So even though it's established, it's not huge, it's not small, I'm cutting it. All it's doing is taking energy away from this and this flower right here, and which is going to be our which will be some tomatoes. So I'm going to come right in there, just cut it, get it out of there. Bye. That's a small one. In a little bit I'm going to be cutting some big ones, I have no doubt.